It's time for the second race of the Target Series, season number 7. We head out west to California at the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana for the running of the Auto Club 250. So out west here in the Target Series, looking for a great race here this afternoon at Auto Club. On the pole we have the 20 of Matt, as well as two is outside the 05 of Jay Jefferson. Has never liked this racetrack. Hopefully could get a nice run here today, starting in the second position. Then third we have Marcus Sachi, fourth is Riley Spurley-Tube, and rounding out the top 5, Sebastian Kukulon. In 6th, we have Jeff Bright. In 7th is Marshall Burrell. 8th is James DeCurligan. 9th is Justin Heath. And rounding out the top 10, Paul Taylor in the 43. The rest of the field, we have Cole Luigi in the 33, who's outside the 04 of Jason Larker. Then there's Trey Rainey with George Cooper, along with Jonathan Buford and Levi Shones. Then there's Blake Petrus with Alexander Rowe, along with Michael Canto and Ryan Taylor. Then Mitchell Collins with Greg Torres. Then you have Jacob Davidson with Anthony Hernandez. Then Anton Charlebois and Oliver Galloway. Then there's Landon Lyons and Max Anderson, Evan Hunter and Jim Gambit. Then you have William Bullen and Jake Galloway, and McDowell with Jennifer Buford. Then you have Luke Rainey and Josephine O'Neill. Eli Bright, who dominated Daytona to victory. He is right now your points leader, who's inside the 87 of John Gambit. Then you have Roman Fenway and Danny Lloyd. And in the final row, Derek Hamlin, the 26, who's outside the 49 of Ryan Brommer. That is your 42-car field for the start of the Auto Club 250 here in the Target Series. Let's get going with our starting command.
Drivers, start your engine!
As the field of 42 cars roars to life here in Fontana, California, and they roll off the starting grid. Matt Wells and Jay Jefferson on the front row. We're getting ready to go green here in the Target Series, the second race of the season. Daytona was wild. We had crashes. We had just about everything. And Eli Bright dominated the race to bring the 88 to victory lane. Now we have other drivers going to try and claw their way back up. Jeff Bright in the 3, starting 6th, had a terrible race at Daytona. Same with Jay Jefferson, looking to back it up. Riley Spurley-Tube had a good race at Daytona. California, his home state, looking to win here in front of the hometown crowd. Same with Cole Luigi in the 33, who starts 11th here today. So our 42-car field comes off turn number 4. 19 laps on this 2-mile oval in Fontana, California. Let's get going. Pace car to pit road. Wells in the Toyota, who's outside the 05 Jefferson in the Chevy. To the start finish line, they come to the restart zone, and we are racing at California. Green flag is in the air for the Auto Club 250. Sebastian Kukulon leads lap 1 from the 5th starting positions. They are fanning out 3 and 4 wide back in the pack. Here comes Justin Heath, and here comes Trey Rainey, the 25, looking 3 wide to the bottom lane. Big push from Blake Petrus, and Trey Rainey's going to get out front now as they come off turn number 2 on lap number 2. These cars are going to be going pretty fast here today down the backstretch of the race. Blake Petrus now to the inside. Move him up to the middle lanes. Here comes the 66 of Jonathan Buford. The 24, Michael Canto as well is there. They go through 3 and 4. You can see the triple file. There's some 4 wide further back. Jonathan Buford clears. Now Michael Canto moves to the bottom lane. Here comes the 11 of Mitchell Collins and the 32 of Anton Charlebois. Buford leads lap 2. Michael Canto now to the inside. Look at the 11 of Collins. Block the 32 Charlebois down low to move to the inside for the race lead. But don't count Charlebois there. Coming in the 32. Going to have a huge run here as they come off 2. She moves to the inside down the backstretch. Here comes the 60 as well. Landon Lyons behind the 81 of William Bullen. The 62 Jeffrey Buford. The 22 of Luke Rail in the bottom lane. Go through 3 and 4. Landon Lyons makes a 3-wide move for the race leads. They go through 3 and 4. 60 of Lyons out front. Now look at that 4 wide back there. Code Luigi, Michael Canton, and some others in the middle of it all. Bullen to the inside of the 81, trying to get a push from the 62 to lead lap number 3. Now Bullen out front, but here comes the 62 Buford to the bottom. Luke Rainey to the middle. Now back to the bottom lane in front of John Gambit in the A7. 4 by 4 by 4 in the pack as they come down the backstretch. Luke Rainey now to the bottom lane. John Gambit behind. And the 07 of Roman Fenway now looking low. The 1 of Anthony Hernandez is his pusher. They go through 3 and 4. Luke Rainey has won here in the past in the Target Series just a few seasons ago under the night. Now he is out front. Under the daytime, here at Auto Club, there are 5 wide students back there. Michael Canta, Enton Charbois, Jay Jefferson, Trey Rain, they're leaning on each other, contact, they're around, they're gonna go! Big crash, middle of the field, cars going around everywhere! Up to the wall, some hard hits in front! Derek Hamill, there's Jay Jefferson, the 09, the 99, the 01, the 25, hard hits! And the yellow flag is out, half the field escapes to race back. Hernandez, here come 2 teammates, Eli Bright and Greg Torres through out to the bottom lane. The 40 of Jim Gammett gonna try and get back around as well to the race lead. They come off a 4. Leading us back to the caution flag, side by side. Torres up top, down low, Jim Gammett the 40. To the start-finish line, back in front, I think it was the 7 of Torres. Looks like they're gonna give it to the 40 though, Jim Gammett, that was by inches. Some hard crashes, contact, and so many cars involved. And a lot have heavy damage and they're gonna be done for the day. A hard crash here at Auto Club in the Auto Club 250 just early on in this race. 5 wide madness, and that was never going to work out. We'll see what happens. Bring out the caution flag. One of them involved with the 24, Michael Canto, Trey Rainey, Jay Jefferson. We mentioned his bad luck here at Auto Club. He's also involved. We saw them get 5 wide. We knew probably wasn't going to work, and right here it didn't. The 24, Michael Canto in the middle of it, can make some contact right here with the 32, Charbois. They're going to get down into the 25 of Trey Rainey. There's just nowhere to go from that point. They spin up into the outside wall. Mitchell Collins has nowhere to go. Then the 25, Trey Rainey, comes down to Jay Jefferson, and those few go spinning hard up into the outside wall. Watch them as they come up. That's a hard crash right there. The 01, the 09, the 26 of Derek Hamill took a lick. The 12 of Marcus Sachi, I think, may have gotten through it. The 3 as well, maybe the 00 on the 23. There's a 99, Jacob Davidson off the wall. The 01 also involved of Evan Hunter. Trey Rainey, Kukulon may have been involved. In the 6, the 09 was definitely involved. Alexander Rowe. We saw Derek Hamill, we mentioned him, involved. Yeah, that 99 just barely got clipped too up ahead. We'll see from a different camera angle if we can see that secondary crash happen. But there were some hard hits in that secondary collision where they went up and pounded the outside wall in the middle of 1 and 2. Yeah, just watch the 25 Trey Rain. It looked like he may have had saved right there. Then comes back down, he clips into the 05, and look at the 99, goes, oh, that's a hard hit. Wiped out Evan Hunter, from what I could see right there. That's a hard collision for all of those drivers involved in that. That is a scary, scary crash for that secondary incident. But you're going so fast, you're going over 200 miles an hour down these straightaways. You're in a pack. It's like you're racing at something like Daytona or Talladega. And watch the 99 come up and just nail Evan Hunter, and then look at those hard collisions right there. And some cars did get away in the bottom lane with minimal, if any, damage in all that. Jeff Bright in the 3, I think, escaped it. 2-time champion of the Target Series, right in the middle of it all, and I think he's able to miss this crash somehow. He knew what was happening. He got low and he got by. Great job by Jeff Bright there getting through the chaos in front of him. Jay Jefferson started outside the front row, but I don't think he's going to be finishing there. Some hard hits here for him in this big one. And he just had nothing to do with it either. 25 just came down after losing control, and right there slams the outside wall, and that's really going to... He would have been fine if he didn't come up and slam the outside wall, but I think slamming that wall is definitely going to hurt the performance of that car. Matthew Swell started on the pole in the 20 car. Looks like he's able to skate through this on the bottom lane. And he started on pole, and we just completed 4 laps. He was 36th at the start-finish line. Shows how things can change here, but right here, the crash happens in front. He follows some of the drivers through down low. You can see the carnage up ahead. And Matthew Swell gets by without any damage. Great job by him. We also have Levi Jones in the 27 ahead of them, so he gets through it. He was right behind Jeff Bright, but he was luckily lower enough to where he could get low. But right there, you can see the 99, the 26, the 01, all in front of him were involved. But Jones did a great job there, getting low, getting by, stayed in the gas to get away. And one more by Rise Tube from California escapes just behind Jones, no damage. A great job by all these drivers to escape this madness that happened right there. The big one at Auto Club strikes. It takes out so many drivers. You can see the hard hits there. Tubes on board. So as that happened, back in front was the 40 of Jim Gammett, making a big move there on Greg Torres to get to the race lead. They stay on the racetrack, and it'll be Jim Gammett leading us once we get back to the green flag. Probably going to be around 10 laps of racing to go here at Auto Club. It will be 10 laps of racing to go once we get back to the green flag here at Auto Club for the Auto Club 250. Only 2 cars, surprisingly, are out from that crash. Evan Hunter and Trey Rainey. Jay Jefferson on up might have damage, but they're still in the race, and they could be very slow. Like the 26 got some pretty heavy damage. We'll see how that goes for those drivers that did, in fact, stay on the racetrack. So Jim Gavin out front, the 40 for this restart. Greg Torres will be second. Josephine O'Neill in third. Eli Bright fourth, and Adam McDowell in fifth. The 88 and the 16 have some pretty good starts to the Target Series season. Then sixth, we have George Cooper, Jason Larker in seventh, Paul Taylor eighth, Anthony Hernandez in ninth, and James Curligan rounds out the top 10. Here we go back to racing at Auto Club. They come down into the tri-oval. So we're back to racing here at Fontana. That was a really slow start for the 7. Greg Torres may have spun the tires. See, Josephine O'Neill had to check him. That allowed Eli Bright to go to the outside, but you don't want to be on the outside. And McDowell quickly fills that hole down low for 4th. Jason Larker also moved down low with the 1 of Anthony Hernandez. They're going to shuffle a few drivers out there. Now McDowell for the 3rd position as they come down the backstretch. Big move out of that 60 on the restart. Great restart for McDowell. That's what you expect when you're champion of the series. You're going to get some good restarts most likely. But here comes the 04 Jason Larker 3 wide. Greg Torres for the lead. Through 3 and 4, some big battles here up towards the front. Greg Torres in the 7. Out front now, coming to 9 laps of racing to go. So Torres in the 7 leads here at Auto Club. Here comes the 04 to the front. Jason Larker, Anthony Hernandez. Here comes Cole Luigi, California native, looking 3 wide. He's yet to win the Target Series. He's been so successful though in the Target Series. He's looking for career win number 1 this series here in his home track. Getting a push from the 60 Landon Lyons down the backstretch. Now how about Polster, Mathis Wells coming back up to the front. They're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Lyons down low. And here comes Mathis Wells into the picture. He's looking to make it 4 wide. But he got that door shut on him. Landon Lyons leads, but as he slides up coming off 4, here comes Mathis Wells. As well with the 66 of Jonathan Beefer and Riley Sprue, another California native, up inside the top 5 to 5th. 28 moving forward, now looking 3 wide for 2nd. As Wells leads. Here comes Riley Sprue for 2nd. Eli Brent, the 88, inside the top 5 again. Eli's been strong here today. Won at Daytona, dominated that race. Strong here again today, looking to keep that points lead, but DeCurligan puts on 3 wide to the middle lane as Sprue goes for the race into turn number 3, has the nose down underneath Mathis Wells. 7 laps of racing to go this time side by side. Riley Sprue down low, gonna have the advantage. Here comes James DeCurligan into the picture. John Gammett, George Cooper, along with William Bullen and the 18 down low of Jake Galloway. Sprue moves up. Here comes DeCurligan to the bottom lane. 4 wide back in the pack, getting close there. DeCurligan out front in the 70. Now George Cooper looking to take advantage of that down the back stretch. Cooper trying to block off Bullen to get a run, but moves up to the middle lane. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead again. Bullen to the bottom lane, the 81, challenging 3 wide. Here comes Jake Gowen, the 18, along with Jennifer Buford, past champion of the series. Levi Shones, Kukulon, Jeff Bright on back around the inside lane, looking to move forward. 6 to go here at Auto Club. Bullen moves up. Here comes Galloway to the bottom lane, down the 18. Jennifer Buford looking, takes a little bit of a higher arc into the corner. Shones moves up, and Buford moves to the bottom. Jennifer Buford for the lead down the backstretch. 5 to go this time by, and that's a big number. With how they're racing, a yellow flag would end it. They're coming to 5 to go here in the Auto Club 250. Yeah, once they cross that stripe, a yellow would end it no matter what. Jeff right now leads, but moves up just in each of the bottom lane. They're at 5 laps of racing to go at Auto Club. Heath leads, yellow would end it. Josephine O'Neill's up here. How about the 10 of Oliver Galloway? I've talked about him. O'Neill looks to the inside. Here she comes. Josephine O'Neill looking to challenge as they come off turn number 2. Now here comes the 10, Oliver Galloway to the bottom. The 23 as well, Ryan Taylor. How about Adam McDowell back up to the front? Roman Fenway coming forward as Galloway moves by O'Neill. Look at Adam McDowell looking 3 wide in the 16. That's for 2nd. It's been so strong as late in the Target Series. And last season's momentum has been brought forward to this season. 4 to go now. McDowell looking on Galloway, trying to get underneath him. He does. That pack, I don't know how they're going to make it 4 more laps, and they have lap cars out. Oh, there they go. Kukulon up in the air. This is the race back to the line for the win. McDowell has it, but Cole Luigi hard in the bottom lane with Eli Bright looking for 2 in a row. Lap traffic won't be an issue. Cole Luigi trying to get back around the lead. Eli Bright trying to take it 3 wide. He might do it. Here they come, 3 wide to turn number 3. Bright looking for 2 in a row. Cole Luigi looking for his first Target Series victory. To the start-finish line, 3 and 4 wide. Max Anderson, but it's going to be Eli Bright. 2 in a row in the Target Series. As long as they get slowed down, not crash, this is Eli's race to lose He has to coast around 6 miles. 2 in a row for Eli Bright and the 88 team to kick off the Target Series, and they wrecked. Now, how's that going to play into it? Do cars with damage, are they going to be coming down the pit lane? Cole Luigi in the 33, Adam McDowell, Roman Fenway, George Cooper. William Bowling got damaged in that incident. Maybe some others as well. Kukulon was up in the air. So Eli Bright's going to get his position back. Max Anderson was second at the start-finish line. Cole Luigi has officially scored third. He has some damage. Hopefully he stays out on the racetrack. Doesn't come down pit road with that damage. It should be fine to coast around 2 more laps. I think he is going to stay out there. Looks like Marcus Sachi's going to be credited with 4th, Luke Rainey 5th. Jim Gavin on back. We're looking for 7th place, and that may have been one of them that crashed. It may have been Adam McDowell in the 16. It was. Adam McDowell's going to get up there, get his position back there. He was 7th at the start-finish line, racing back to the caution flag. Oh, O'Neal has a ton of damage. She's going to be coming down pit road from the 17th position. It's a tough break first. She's going to finish back now in the 30s, I would have to guess. Another driver is coming down pit road. Is that Roman Fenway in the 07. A tough break for them. But Eli Bright leads, 2 laps to go at Auto Club. We'll actually stay with you. Just make sure nothing happens here to any drivers that maybe were involved in a crash or something like that. But how about this for Eli Bright? Kicks off the Target Series season number 7 with 2 back-to-back victories. Dominated Daytona and then got very lucky here at Auto Club with the caution coming out, got out front at the right time, and led the 3 and 4 wide race back to the line. And somehow is going to win here at Auto Club. We hope, as long as he can make it around a lap and a half and nothing happens to that car. We've seen that happen so many times here in the series where the final lap's a car or a driver up towards the front, something happens with that car. So we're just hoping Eli can coast it around a lap and a half more to get the victory. But how about some of these drivers like Eli Bright? He's definitely going to extend his points. Adam McDowell was second in points, going to end up 7th. That's another great day for him. Going to try and just keep Eli within range. Once again, there is a chase, so the points will get reset. But Eli Bright showing that he's going to be a threat for this championship, as long as he can keep this momentum going. But how about all these Target Series races that Eli has won? It took him so long to win in the Target Series. And then when he did, he won 3 of 4, 3 of 5. He won at Dover, then won back-to-back at Charlotte, and then a few races later, won at Daytona. That was when he finally won a Target Series race. I believe that was, season number 3, where he finally broke through to win. And made the Final 4 of the championship that season when we used the knockout format. Just didn't have enough of a car that Homestead to contend. But as he takes the white flag now at Auto Club, he's 1 lap away from another victory in his career on this channel. He's won so many times. One of the most winningest drivers on the channel, along with Jeff Bright, Levi Jones, and some of these others. He's going to add another victory to his legacy on this channel and try and just keep going forward, get more wins. And obviously, this Target Series season looking pretty good for him so far. So he's taking the white flag. He has 1 last lap here at Auto Club. He's looking to just lead them back around half a lap longer. How about Max Anderson? He was so close to victory there. Cole Luigi, once again here at Auto Club last season in the night race, was passed by teammate Jonathan Wong. Turn 3, last lap, led the most laps, but fell short. Ended up 3rd, I believe, in that race as well. Here he is now coming back to the caution flag underneath Adam McDowell. And Eli Bright made a 3-wide move to get by. And Cole Luigi's going to have to settle for another top 3 finish. That car is mangled, though, after the incident he was in under the caution flag. So I'm sure he'll be happy that maybe he didn't get taken out in that crash and DNF'd or something like that. So Eli Bright into turn number 3 for the final time for that 88. He's going to try and lead them back around to the checker flag here under the caution flag. Of course, the race did end under the yellow. We said that that was probably going to be a possibility of that happening with how they were racing, how the intensity was getting ramped up. And Eli Bright is going to win here at Auto Club for his 2nd win in a row in the Target Series, 2 to kick off season number 7 of the Target Series. So as he comes off turn number 4, checkered flag is in the air for Eli Bright in the 88. He's going to steal 1 on a day where maybe he didn't have the best car, but got a little bit lucky with how the yellow was timed out. Checker is out. Eli Bright in the 88 is going to win here in the Auto Club 250 at the Auto Club Speedway. Checker flag across the start-finish line. Eli Bright wins, and the rest of the field coming across right there. There's Matthew Wells, your pole sitter, finishing about mid-pack. And the rest of the field comes across. So we'll see what happens around the caution flag. Only thing I saw on that was Kukulon up in the air. We more determined, it was more focused on how the battle for the win was going to go. So Kukulon, one of them involved in the last crash, the one that brought the caution flag to end it. They just got 5 wide again. No room for that here at Auto Club. It looks like that might be Levi Shones kind of crowding. Is that the 43 car? Couldn't really tell. But Kukulon here takes a hard hit up in the air. He goes. Luckily, it lands back down. Galloway Bullen was involved, and I think that is the 43 Paul Taylor. Those 5 take hits, and I believe those are the only 5 that are actually involved in the crash. Luckily, we didn't have more, but the caution had to come out. There were damaged cars, debris all over the racetrack. No way we couldn't have not thrown the caution. But yeah, just 5 wide. I think Shones pinches down to Paul Taylor, and right there come up. They get Kukulon, goes up in the air. Jake Galloway nowhere to go, and William Bullen as well. That's a tough break for those drivers up in the lead pack at the end. Maybe they were trying to time it there. They still had 4 laps. Maybe they thought if they had stayed back there a little bit longer, they might have been in the best position to win. But otherwise, that ends the race under the caution flag. And look at this race back to the start finish line with Eli Bright getting a push down low to go 3 wide and Cole Luigi and Adam McDowell. And then Max Harrison trying right there as they come off turn number 4. He hangs a left. It just was not going to be enough as Eli leads the train back around right there. Eli wins by about half a car length here at Auto Club. Let's go check the finish results and see the point standings. Here are the finish results from the Auto Club 250 at Auto Club. There were 2 caution flags for 7 laps, an 11 lead change among 11 different drivers. Eli Bright gets out front starting 38th and wins back-to-back races to start out the Target Series season number 7. Max Harrison close to a victory, about half a car length short. He ends up second. Cole Luigi, the Target Series one has to be coming for him at some point. He ends up 3rd here today. Marcus Sachi 4th, and Sachi's teammate Luke Rainey rounds out the top 5. Great day for Penske here at Auto Club. Then 6th, we have Jim Gambit. He led the most laps of 5 of the 19 laps, so that's about 4th of the race he led. Adam McDowell, another consistent race for him. He ends up 7th. Anthony Hernandez 8th. Justin Heath 9th. And Greg Torres rounds out the top 10. There's your top 20. You see all the drivers that just led 1 lap. Jim Gambit led 5. Eli led 4. And I believe those are the only drivers that led multiple laps in this race. Excuse me, William Bullen led 2 as well. After that, that's it. The only drivers that, led multiple laps in this race. See all these cars down here damaged in crashes. Jacob Davidson fell lap down in the 99 from that crash. Alexander Rose 6 laps down after being in pits. And then Trey Ray and Evan Hunter, the only 2 cars to retire from that first crash. Now let's go look at the points. After 2 races, here are the point standings. 2 races down, Eli Bright has 2 wins. Luke Rainey is up to 2nd, 45 points behind. He's the only other driver besides Eli that has 2 top 5s on the season. Adam McDowell 3rd with 2 top 10s. 4th is Jim Gambit, 2 top 10s. And then the rest down here, 1 top 10 or less. 5th is Ryan Taylor. And they have Cole Luigi tied for 5th. He's right now 6th. Anthony Hernandez in 7th. Max Harrison up to 8th. Riley Spraytube 9th. And Justin Heath rounds out the top 10. There's your top 20. Obviously, it's going to be, this is not going to be how it's going to play out at all. We're only 2 races in. Everyone's still so close together in terms of points that Eli Bright could fall down outside the top 10 if he has a bad race at, say, Las Vegas or Phoenix coming up. So it's still very close. This is nowhere near what it's going to be like towards the chase. Maybe once we get to around the 2nd Daytona race, maybe around that super speedway swing, we can start to determine who maybe has a shot at this chase and who maybe doesn't. But right now it's still, you could fall from, say, 7th down to 40th in a span of 2 or 3 races. We look down 21st to 40th. These drivers down here are going to try and just get back up into gear after having some bad races. Some of these drivers with DNFs. Down here we see some of them. Levi Shones, Jay Jefferson have not had great starts to their Target Series campaigns. They're tied right now for last in the points. They've just had terrible luck, especially Jay Jefferson, who at Daytona, he had all those things happen, and then here at Auto Club involved in the first crash. Shones the same in both races as well. So we look ahead to race number 3 this season. We stay out west and we go to Sin City, Las Vegas for the Exalta 300. I'll see you guys then.